Good morning. I just got in from my walking meditation and I'm inviting you to join me on this very important topic. It is the most important topic that you can have, that I can share. I promise you. And it's about your practice and applying it and integrating it into every part of your life. So listen up as I read from One Day at a Time, October 27th. When we try to absorb too much, too quickly, we may be discouraged and fail to continue with our spiritual practices. Does that sound like you? But let's consider that philosophers throughout the ages spent their whole lives contemplating such ideas and such truths. And since our busy lives leave little time for meditation and study, we would be wise to take it slowly, concentrating on one idea, one concept, one thought at a time. I will select a single thought or a phrase and try to apply it each day. This will give me a little nugget of security to which I can add other concepts as I need them. In this process, we find an important application of a slogan such as easy does it. I will not try to grasp everything all at once in case I become distracted and confused. I will remind myself that the only vital thing is to apply, integrate what I have learned to make it work for me in all the happenings of my day-to-day life. And if I learn nothing more in my program, in my spiritual practice, than to keep hands off what is not truly my business, this alone will lighten and brighten my life. And this is what I want to share with you. I have seen so many people over the years. They get into a practice and they go to meetings, they go to retreats, they go to all of these things, yet they don't apply what they learn. They don't apply what they know. And then they become discouraged because for whatever reason, and I am asking you, actually I'm inviting you, I'm begging you to apply a new idea to your life. And this is how I want you to do it. I want you to think of one thing that you would really love to become more loving in your life, something about you. And if you don't know what that is, ask your loved one if there was something they wanted to change about you, what would that be? And listen to it. And see, you probably won't like that, but it would give you a great idea of what it is that you can change. So for example, me offering my opinion. People don't really want to hear it except my friends who they and I agree on the same thing. That would be okay, maybe. But how about if you just practice keeping your mouth shut and not offering anything? Just try that. And make it a specific time, like 30 days. 30 days, I'm going to practice keeping my mouth shut. And every day you observe yourself. Am I complaining? Am I keeping my mouth shut? If I'm keeping my mouth shut, I give myself a star. And if I can do that for 30 days, I'm good. Because studies have showed that it takes anywhere from 24 to 292 days to break a habit. Now, what will happen is if you start on day one, let's say today, that I'm going to practice keeping my mouth shut. I'm not going to react to whatever somebody says, and I'm not going to give my opinion. And that's your goal for the day. That's your practice for the day. That's all it is. And you do it, and for 3 days, you do a great job, and then you fail. You're like, oh man, I went and complained. Then start back over again. Start back at the beginning and see how long you can go keeping your mouth shut. This is what I used to do when I used to play clarinet and when I used to play piano, is I would get to a certain part and I would stumble over it. I would mess it up and I'd have to start back over the beginning so I could get to that point again. And that's what practice is. And practice is not fun. Practice is not easy. Practice is there for you to get good at it. And then when you finally get good at it, you're like, hey, yeah, I know how to keep my mouth shut now. Maybe I'll add something else like not giving advice. Or maybe I could do something like I can be loving today. I can do something kind today. Whatever that practice is, I could do a 5-minute meditation rather than an hour and just build up from there. Just find those things and just select one, and when you get good at it, add another. This is the most important thing you can do. I have seen so many people go off on little tangents. They look for the next shiny object and they say, oh, let me try this, let me try that. Yet they don't stick with that one thing and they don't understand why their life isn't getting any better. So try that. Subscribe. I would love it if you subscribe, and I would love it if you shared this with somebody so that they too can benefit from this. And I love having you here. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for helping me get to 500 subscribers. This is really remarkable, and I am so grateful for you, and I love you.